completely disagree with Deku on the Zeta suit. It's eye-catching and shows his growth.
I disagree with everything you said about the My Hero suits. Your opinion is downright terrible. You had a decent argument until you started slandering Deku's suit. Gonna have to agree to disagree. Deku's vigilante suit is a massive upgrade for him. I actually like all of the Midoriya suits, but I respectfully disagree.
Can't talk to me, bro. Never let this dude cook about design ever. Today we will be redesigning Izuku Midoriya's suit. I'm gonna preface this by saying that I'm not an artist, okay? You know, I do dabble in drawing, but I won't outright say that, like, yes, like, I'm an artist, I can draw and whatnot. I'm gonna do my best here. That being said, I did already draw it. I'm sorry, I got really excited, and I'll show you what I got so far. Here's kind of what, you know, I think this is probably it, really. So yeah, thanks everybody. I'll see you on the next Mokerjaniac stream, okay? I'm just joking. Before we get into this whole redesigning and everything like that, I wanna get a little basis on where I'm coming from when I say that Deku's suit is bad. It's a bad super suit. First and foremost, the thing about Deku is a fan of superheroes. First chapter, we learn Deku is a fan of superheroes. Not only that, he's a fan of All Might. You're looking at this guy. This is a superhero. He's got the tights, like blah 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 blah. You know, the symbolism, the colors, like all that. All his life, he has been dreaming of becoming a superhero. He designed his own supersuit. That's what the first one was based off of. This is a world of superheroes. The whole thing is the costume, the bright colors, all of that. So we're going into it with these concepts in mind, okay? Is everybody following? Now, we gotta... No, spoilers. So with these points in mind, you get Deku's first suit right here. He was inspired by All Might, so that's why the hair's here. That's why the smile's here. This is a great suit. This is his first suit. This is the one that, like, this is all him. So this one gets destroyed, and now the support class or whatever, now they make the suit, and they come up with this suit. Now, low-key, if I'm Deku, and this is my original one, and I love it, and this was my original idea, these colors, if I got this back, I'd be like, guys, this is my order. You kind of fucked it up. This is what he came up with. This is what they came up with, but now you're gonna have the collaboration between the people making the suit and Deku's own input. This is where these 3 points are very, 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 very important. This suit shouldn't be this. It simply should not. This will be the first suit that I will redesign. The great thing about super suits, there's padding, these arms are for compression, and this is for this, and this is for this, blah, 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 blah. You don't need all of that visible. When Omni-Man takes like a point blank explosion to the face and his suit is just like a little burnt, we're not like, actually, no, okay? So when people are like, oh, but the armor right here is to protect his feet, and this is for this, and this is for this, and it's like, yes, I know why it's there. It doesn't need to be there, or it can be a lot more cohesive. The first thing that I'm gonna tackle is these shoes. They cover up so much red down here. His feet hurt. His feet, oh my god, it hurts. Okay, we can keep those black parts to show the mechanisms. I'm giving a lot of like the original stuff, like I'll keep it. But one thing that I would want to do is replace the shoes with like some sort of like boot. At this point in the story, he's like, I'm gonna change my whole fighting style. I'm gonna start kicking. This now brings your eyes to his legs, the part that he's gonna be fucking attacking with, right? Whoa. And you can even, you know, you don't have to have these big giant knee pads. His outfit just doesn't look like a superhero. I think one thing that would change it a lot is if it was just tighter. BBL Deku. I'm making the suit tighter. It's not gonna be fucking like American comics where you see every single fucking ab and shit like that. Like it's not gonna be like that, but it's gonna be a little bit tighter because Deku is like, he's still strong. Why wouldn't he have a tighter suit? See, you say buff Deku, but like he is just buff. You wouldn't be able to tell because he's wearing this, but like the kid is ripped. I also think he should have more of a symbol. He needs something. All Might has like such a distinct bell. Deku doesn't have any iconography. he has the bunny motif. So it's like, okay, we want to do the bunny motif. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So I think now adding that, maybe like a circle, soften him up a little bit, because Deku's like a sweet boy. Why is he having all of these hard shapes? All these, you know, boom, boom, boom. I don't know how much I like that. At this point, it was just simplifying the suit and going back to what Deku originally wanted. Removing all these unnecessary items, and things like the high gloves meant for compression can just be implied to be inside the sleeves. Chat! That's it! It's done! Like, that already looks so much more like a fucking super suit. Low key. Bro, I'm gonna fucking do it. You can imply that the mechanism for shoot style is inside of these boots. There is no reason to have all this fucking metal shit there. I mean, they look like shit here. I'm gonna redraw them. After going over the boots again, once again simplifying them and having the whole shoot style mechanism be implied within the feet, I tried to come up with a sort of symbol to represent Deku. The best I could get is this little half smile. And after that, we are on to the mask. It's gonna look stupid, but bear with me, okay? Deku! Stop acting like such a baka! There, right? That looks good. And then I could be epic. And you could be cool. And me, I am Steve. Bro just fucking did I am Steve and went non-verbal for like 20 seconds. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm the worst streamer in the fucking world. Chicken jockey. Chicken jockey. Chat, I think mayhaps I'm cooking. La 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 lava. Chicken. This is what genius looks like, okay? You think I just fucking made the super suits, the good, the bad, and the ugly just normal? Nah, bro, this is how I win. So I think the mask is where I did the biggest overhaul. A big complaint that I have with Deku as a whole is that he just never puts on the damn mask. I ended up cutting this thought out from the original video, but I wish that Deku kind of kept the bunny motif. I know that there's Mirako, but I think the way that Deku hops around with like the full cowling, it fits him very well. So I wanted to play into that, hence the bunny ears. Also trying to incorporate the mask more so, specifically the mouth guard mimicking the smile. I also wanted to add some of Deku's hair poking out from the back of the mask. Kind of looks like a mullet, but also it matches All Might in how his hair is styled. And later on, you'll see I gave him red lenses over his eyes. Once again, some bunnies have red eyes. Kind of makes him look like Kamen Rider. That can go. But two of the viewers of the stream actually did their own rendition of the suit. And here you can see it actually works really well. And it can be incorporated later on once we get to the vigilante suit. Bro, dude, I cooked! I fucking cooked! Here. Take this whole screenshot and like anytime fucking anybody says anything, like you need these right here, these points right here. I don't know who I would do next though. I don't have anybody who I was like as passionate about than Deku, because like Todoroki, I know I was dogging on his suit, but it's like he's not a flashy guy. He is just fucking boring. So it's like, oh, okay, like it's fine that he wouldn't wear something like that. So what do we do? What do we go here? A version 2? When it came to the vigilante suit, it really was just applying all the battle damage that the original one took to my version. Nothing fancy. Sing Spinning Monkeys by Kevin McLeod. It's like ba 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 ba. Something like that, right? Did I get it? I think this is it. Okay, I'm gonna turn on my webcam. You guys can examine this. We're coming up to the end here. I don't believe he needs 7 fucking suits. Sorry, not sorry. We get this one, and you can get little like, oh, like the boots. Like, he gets the soles. Mount Lady's nuts on your face is so good. That's crazy. You know, he could get new gloves or something. It's all internal. You don't need these fucking crazy, like, you know, and we got boom, boom, and then all these fucking lines going in here. You see how, like, immediately this starts fucking getting really busy. So any upgrades that he's getting, it's all gonna be fucking internal, okay? Like, I get it that they put these things on the gloves, like, for the black whip, but it's like, come on. Come on, you can just have the black whip shoot out of regular ass gloves. We are on to this fucking monstrosity, brother. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this shit, man. Look at these. And then fucking boom, boom. Orange lines. Now you have fucking this all of a sudden. And you got the pockets and the fucking this for some reason. Why? So with the final suit, you can go one of two ways. Either they start off with a complicated suit and it gets more streamlined once they become more of a pro hero, or you start with a simple suit when they're just starting out and you go to a more complicated suit to show that they're more equipped to become a hero. As much as I wouldn't want to, I'm going with the latter. It does lean into over design, but you know, ultimately Deku has all of these wacky powers now, so he's gonna have more pieces of him to help with that. Also, a chatter mentioned that originally Horikoshi wanted the colors for his final suit to be a lot darker, so that's why I went darker with this one. And as much as I dogged on the yellow lines, with the removal of a lot of white, I decided to put the yellow in its place. Other than that, it was just kind of swapping out colors. Chat, mayhaps he cooked? I'm not in love with the legs down here, I will say. It does look a little over designed, but like, not to stroke my whole wiener off from the back. I think I cooked. Sorry, I was ripping off the tag from the shirt I'm wearing. Oh, I ripped a hole in the shirt, motherfucker. Damn it. Ugh. Fuck my baka life. Let's see. There, right there. That's all.